students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School channel. Myself Priya teacher and I am going to teach science subject for class 7. So students, in our previous class we learned about different types of fabrics and also we learned about types of fibers which are plant fiber or animal fiber we can say. So all these information we studied in our previous class, it means class 6. Okay? Okay. So now tell me which fiber is obtained from yak? Okay, very good. So wool is obtained by yak. This information we studied in our previous class. So related to fiber or how these fibers are prepared or how these fibers are made in industries and also which type of fibers are obtained from which types of different animals, all this information we are going to learn in our today's lesson. So today we are going to learn lesson number 3, fiber to fabric. Okay. So see, in this lesson we are going to learn different concepts which are, first one we will introduce what it means fiber, then which types of fabrics are there, we will learn about it. Then second one fibers, then third wool, fourth one silk. So in these fibers, wool and silk, in this concept or in this point we will not only know about what it means fiber, what it means wool or silk, but also we are going to learn how these fibers are obtained from different types of animal. What is the procedure of making these types of fibers? Which types of fiber? So specially we are going to learn about wool and silk, how these fibers we are getting in industries or from animals. So all we know that wool and silk are the animal fibers. Then next point we are going to learn in this chapter, diseases caused due to wool and sericulture industries. And in last we are going to recap all these points. So let us start our first point or first part, which is a introduction part. So all we know the basic needs of human beings are. So which are the basic needs of human beings? So basic needs of human beings are air, then water, then shelter, food and clothes. So these are basic needs of human beings. Without these things we can't live, or human beings cannot live for a single day. They need air also, water, shelter, clothes and food. That is why these are called as a basic needs. So can you tell me why clothes are necessary for us? Okay. Hope you gave correct answer. So we need clothes for protection and also to maintain body temperature. Okay. So clothes are necessary or needed to maintain body temperature and also for our protection. So see in this picture, oh it's too cold. This man is saying that oh it's too cold. So the man is shivering from cold or he is suffering from cold. So we can see here, so what we have to do to protect him from cold? So what we will do? So if it is possible, so what we have to do here to save him? So we have to give him the clothes which are made from woolen or wool fiber. Then he will protect himself from cold. Okay. So this is our answer, that to protect this man from shivering or from cold, we can give him woolen clothes. So he will protect himself from the cold. Then it is possible to wear same fabric in all seasons. So this is another question for you. Is it possible to wear same fabric in all seasons? So the answer is no. It is not possible to wear same fabric in all season. So why it is not possible to wear same fabric in all season? Because these all fibers are going to protect us from different types of different season. So in different season what happens? So in summer we need cool clothes, that it will clothes which will keep us cool, and in winter we need the clothes, these types of clothes which will keep us warm. So in every season it is not possible to wear same type of fabric. That is why we go for raincoat in rainy season, which is going to protect us from rain, and then we will go for the woolen clothes or sweaters or shawls, different types of shawls we are using. Because of that, what happens, these clothes, sweater or the shawl will keep us warm or keep our body warm, and that coldness from atmosphere or environment will not affect our body. So it is not possible to wear same fabric in all season. So let us know more about these fabrics which are made from different types of fibers. So here it is given, all fabrics are made of fibers. So fabrics are made up of fibers. The kind of fabric to be used depends on its specific characteristics. So now only I told you that because of characteristics, which type of characteristics is there. So woolen clothes are keeping us or keeping our body warm, and cotton clothes are keeping our body cool. So this is the characteristic of that woolen fabric or cotton fabric. So the kind of fabric to be used depends on its specific characteristics. So because of characteristic, we are differentiating all these fabrics here. So to learn fibers, we will see this animation here.
Let us learn about fibers and their types. We all know that we eat food to survive and we need a house to live in. Have you ever thought why clothes are necessary for us? Clothes protect us from heat, cold, rain, etc. We use various types of clothing materials in our everyday life. In summers, we prefer cotton clothes, and in winters, we wear woolen clothes. The cloth material made by weaving or knitting threads together is called fabric. Do you wonder what these fabrics are made of? That's right, fabrics are made up of fibers. Fibers are hair-like strands from which all fabrics are made. On the basis of the sources, fibers can be classified into natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from plants or animals. Cotton, jute, and silk are natural fibers. Cotton and jute are plant fibers. Are wool and silk also plant fibers? No, they are obtained from animals, so they are animal fibers. On the other hand, synthetic fibers like nylon, polyester, acrylic, etc. are made from the organic compounds.
Okay, have you seen this video, students? So one more time I am going to play this video and then I will explain it.
Let us learn about fibers and their types. We all know that we eat food to survive and we need a house to live in. Have you ever thought why clothes are necessary for us? Clothes protect us from heat, cold, rain, etc. We use various types of clothing materials in our everyday life. In summers, we prefer cotton clothes, and in winters, we wear woolen clothes. The cloth material made by weaving or knitting threads together is called fabric. Do you wonder what these fabrics are made of? That's right, fabrics are made up of fibers. Fibers are hair-like strands from which all fabrics are made. On the basis of the sources, fibers can be classified into natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from plants or animals. Cotton, jute, and silk are natural fibers. Cotton and jute are plant fibers. Are wool and silk also plant fibers? No, they are obtained from animals, so they are animal fibers. On the other hand, synthetic fibers like
So students, what is given in this animation? So I told you that different types of fabrics are made by different types of fibers. So what it means fibers? Fibers are nothing but the strands which we are obtaining from some types of plants and different types of animals. So in this video till now what we learned that there are different types of fabrics, also we can say, or these fabrics are made up from different types of fibers, and these fibers we are obtaining from plants also and animals also. And there are also two types of fabrics which are two types are, first one it is a plant fabric, or second one it is a animal fabric. So plant fabric, it means we are obtaining that fiber from plants, and animal fabric, it means we are obtaining that fiber from animal. And also there are two types, natural and artificial. So in previous part we learned that there are natural and also it is a synthetic fiber, synthetic, or also we can say it is a artificial fiber. So in natural fiber we will take example as a cotton and also silk. So silk and cotton fabrics are natural fiber because we are getting it naturally or obtaining it naturally from plant, and silk we are obtaining from a silkworm. Then there are next some types of fabrics which are wool, or we can say polyester, nylon, or jute. So these are fabrics, but these are plant fabrics or animal fabrics, or these are natural fabrics or synthetic or artificial fabrics. That here we are going to explain in next part of this video. See
nylon,
carefully.
polyester, acrylic, etc. are made from the organic compounds.
Okay, so these are synthetic fibers are made from the organic compounds, and here we can say which are the synthetic or artificial fibers. First one nylon, then second one acrylic is also a artificial fiber or fabric we can say, and this is a polyester. Next type is a polyester.
Let us learn about fibers and their types.
Now, can you complete?
Now, let us learn about some of the animal fibers.
Okay, so this is all about fabrics. So now let us know about, or let us learn about some of the animal fibers. So as right now only we discussed that there are different types of synthetic fiber or artificial fiber. So first fiber which is given in our textbook, it is a wool. Okay, so wool is a first fiber which we are going to discuss here. So all we know that wool type of fiber which we are obtaining from yak, then different types of sheep, and also there are different animals from we can get or we can obtain wool. So let us know more about this wool fiber. So one more animation is there to study this wool fiber. So see carefully and I will explain it.
Wool. Wool is a natural fiber obtained from animals with thick coat of hair on their bodies. This coat is called fleece. Some important wool-yielding animals are sheep, goat, yak, camel, llama and alpaca. Fine and soft underhair of these animals provide fiber for making wool. Different animals yield different varieties of wool like yak wool, angora wool, mohair wool and pashmina wool. Yak wool is obtained from the yak's hair. Angora wool is obtained from the angora rabbit. Mohair wool is obtained from the angora goat. Pashmina wool is obtained from the goat hair. We wear woolen clothes in winter season. The fibers of wool have large spaces in between them which trap lots of air and do not allow it to escape to surroundings. Air, being a poor conductor of heat, conserves the body heat and keeps it warm. That is why woolen clothes are worn in winters. Sheep rearing in India is performed in the hilly regions like states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. It is also done in the plains of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Sheep are herbivores and prefer grass and leaves. These are also fed upon the mixture of pulses, corn and jowar. Healthy feed ensures good quality wool from these animals.
Okay. So what you learned in this video or what you saw that there are different types of animals from which we can get or we can obtain this wool fiber. So which animals are shown in this video? So these are goat, sheep, then camel also is there, alpaca is also there, angora rabbit is also there, then angora sheep is also there. So from all these animals we can obtain wool. And here in this video or today we are not going to discuss about that how wool is prepared or how wool is obtained in industry. So here only we have to see or we have to learn that what is the use of wool, which type of fiber it is and from which animals we can get or we obtain this wool fiber and from which region or in India where we can find these types of animals and how we are getting it from India. Sorry, from where we are getting this wool fiber. So that only we have to discuss here today, and afterward we are going to discuss about the process of making of wool fiber. So here we saw that different types of animal like goat, camel, that rabbit is also there, one type of rabbit, sheep, okay, yak is there. From these animals we are getting wool fiber, and from where we are obtaining all these fibers. So in India from Himachal Pradesh, then Jammu Kashmir, Rajasthan is also there, Gujarat is also there, Sikkim is also there, and Arunachal Pradesh is also there. So from these states we are going to obtain wool fiber, or we can find these types of animals. Okay. In this chart you will get clear idea that which type of breed is there, which type of quality from that breed we will get, and in which state we can found this type of breeds. So some Indian breeds of sheep is given here in this chart or in this table. So there are 5 to 6 types of breeds we can find in India from which we are going to obtain this wool fiber or wool fabric also we can see here. So see, first one, it is a lohi. That lohi breed, that wool which we are getting from lohi breed, that quality of that fiber is good quality, and for which fiber we are getting from it? That wool only here. Okay. Then in which state we can find this type of breed? So lohi breed we will find in Rajasthan and Punjab. Then next, second one, it is a nali. Then from nali, which quality we will get? That carpet wool, that wool which is used for making carpet, that type of wool we will get from this nali breed. Then which state we will find this animal? So in Rajasthan, Haryana and Punjab. In these three states we will find this nali breed. Okay. Then third one, Rampur Busher. So Rampur Busher is a one more name or one more type of sheep, and from this we will get brown fleece. So fleece which is brown in color. So all you learned about fleece. What it means fleece? Fleece, it means hairs of that sheep or hairs of that goat, or which type of animal is there from we are obtaining that wool or fiber, that is called as a, that hairs are called as a fleece here. So which type of, which colored we getting here? Brown colored fleece we are getting here from this Rampur Busher. And in which state we can find this Rampur Busher? So in Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh also we will find this type of breed. Then fourth one, it is a Marwari. So Marwari is the next type. From this we will get coarse wool. Okay. So which is a rough in, when you will touch this wool, then you will know that it is a little bit rough wool, and it will find in a Gujarat. This type of Marwari breed we will find in Gujarat. Then next one, it is a Bakharwal. Bakharwal is a one more type. From this we will get for woolen shawls. That wool we are getting from Bakharwal breed, that is used in making of shawls. So also you know, or you saw these types of shawls. Okay, this type of cloth which is known as a shawl. Shawl is used in a winter season. Who don't like to wear sweaters, they will go, or they are prefer for these shawls. Okay. So shawls are made by this Bakharwal animal, or obtained from this Bakharwal sheep. Where we will find this? So we find this Bakharwal sheep in Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu Kashmir. Then next one, it is a Patanwadi. So Patanwadi, it is a one more type or last type. From this we will get for hosiery. That fiber we are getting from this sheep, it is a for hosiery clothes, all you know. Okay. So it will find in a Gujarat. So this is a table which will let you know to which type of breed is there, and from this breed which type of wool we are going to get or obtain, and in which state we will find this or found this type of sheeps. Okay. So we'll move for next point.
Let us now study and understand the processing of fiber to wool. It involves 9 steps, which are shearing, scouring, sorting, drying, carding, dyeing, roving, spinning and weaving.
So next point, it is a fibers to wool. So how we get or how we obtain wool in industries. So that is here it is given that it means process of wool making or process of wool obtaining here. So rearing and breeding of sheep. So first of all, rearing and breeding of sheep. What it means rearing and breeding of sheep? It means we have to use these sheep. Okay. You know domestic animals, it means we are keeping these animals at our home or in our farm. So that is called as a rearing. And breeding, it means we are getting new sheep from these animals, okay, that is called as a breeding. So rearing and breeding is important here. So in farms or at our home also we can rear and breed these types of sheep. Then next it is the processing of fibers to wool is done in 9 steps. So there are 9 steps. After 9 steps we will get wool fiber. So first step it is given shearing, second one scouring, third one sorting, fourth one drying, fifth one carding, sixth dyeing, seventh it is rowing, 8 it is spinning, and 9 it is weaving. So these are the 9 steps. After these 9 steps we will get rearing and breeding is there. After rearing and breeding, what we have to do, we have to go through all these 9 steps, and then we will obtain, or we can obtain wool fiber or wool fabric here. So today we are not going to discuss all these steps or all these process here. After, in our next session we will learn about these 9 steps, okay, or we will learn about the process of this wool making or wool obtaining process. So today what we discussed here, so we discussed that there are different types of fibers, and these fibers or use of these different fibers is depends upon climate or atmosphere. So in winter we will go for woolen clothes, in summer we will go for cotton clothes, or in rainy season we will go for those clothes, those types of clothes we will protect us from rain. Then which types of fabrics also we learn here. So there are 2 types of fabrics. First one it is a plant fabric, and second one it is a animal fabric we discussed here. And also we discussed natural fibers, which are natural fibers are there and which are synthetic fibers are there. So natural fibers are, which are natural fibers? So which we are getting naturally. So cotton is a natural fiber, and silk it is also a natural fiber. And in synthetic fiber we discussed there it is a nylon, polyester, okay, etc., or wool is also there. Then we discussed about wool. So from which animals we can obtain wool fiber, and from which region we can find these types of animal from which we can obtain wool. And here only we saw which 9 steps are there. So all these 9 steps we will discuss in our next session. Till then, thank you. We will stop here. Take care.